Okay, we are still on the grid because there's a few other things that I want to cover here. Okay, we're going to start here. This is very useful features that you can use. For example, you can change the local time zone to any time zone for this particular table. So let's say that I'm changing it to, let's say, Africa. And then it will ask me, do you want to change it in all the tables? That's really useful if you want to basically quickly update the time zone for all the tables at the same time. So this is how you do it. This is very important for calculations for local businesses. Here is where you can set column visibility. Which columns do you actually want to show? Okay, sometimes you just want to work on a narrow amount of columns. So for example, I will say I want to just show the full name and the email. Okay, you can search and so on. And there's another feature to allow you to filter. Is this one over here. Here's where you can search by columns and by rows or by column types, which is super useful. So for example, I can say I want to show only the email columns. Usually it will be like I want to show only the calculated, the function columns, only the relationship columns, and so on. Very, very useful. You can also search by column name, say name. So you see it only shows you that column. Or you can show by rows, and you can enter any row data. So for example, here I'm going to show, there's only one data, so it's not really a good example, but you get the point. It's very, very good, very useful to make basically filtering of the data for viewing purposes. All right, let's continue with this one though. Let's close this one. Append data is when you basically append to an existing data, so then you have to map it out. This is very useful if you have already lots of calculations and stuff like that, and you don't want to have to do it again. So you just basically, you can clear all the rows, and then you can append the data. Then you keep all the calculations. Export to CSV, self-explanatory. Export all tables in Excel. Also, I think it's self-explanatory. Instead of downloading just one table, it will download everything as an Excel. Export data, table data metadata. I don't think you're going to need it very much right now, but this might be useful later. Export database metadata, again the same. You might need it later on. Size column to fit. Basically, we'll do this. Rename table. You can rename it here. This one, raw data, is not working right now. Don't use it. User selection. You can check it, uncheck it. If you don't want to see too much color, you can just ignore it. This one is a new feature we just added. Is for database diagnostics. If something is missing, if something is not working out with your database, it's going to show up right here. Like if a relationship is missing or something like that, some calculation is not right, it's going to show up here. Let's see, what else do we need here? Oh, imported data. Okay, importing data, you have three options here. You can import a CSV, Excel, or ODS. You just upload or drag your file here. I don't think I have a file right now to drag, but you will basically add your file here, click next, and then it's going to allow you to map out your columns for the column types. Okay, this is important that you look at it, make sure that it's correct, and then only then finish the import. Also very useful tool. Currently, you cannot upload millions of records. I think the limit is 50,000, so you can try up to 50,000 records at one time. Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.